Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I mentioned in the previous show that I saw an article that Radio Shack is going to go bye-bye. Yeah, not too long ago, they announced that they were closing a whole bunch of stores because they were not doing too good. And indeed, they did close a bunch of stores. We had probably about a dozen stores within 15 miles of me, and now we're down to two stores. And now I'm reading where maybe those two stores will go away too. And here I'll show you the article that I read right here. It's from Bloomberg, and it says Radio Shack successors preparing to file for bankruptcy. And what happened is Radio Shack got bought out by General Wireless Operations, which is a joint venture between Sprint Corporation and the former Radio Shack. So basically, Radio Shack turned into a Sprint store is what they did. They still carried other things, but I would say over half of their store contents were cell phones. And this is saying that they're going to file bankruptcy again, this new conglomerate, and it may mean that they shut down Radio Shack for good. That would not be good. I mean, we've gone through over the years, and I'm talking when I say years, I'm saying 45 years or so. We've gone through a lot of electronic supply stores, local stores. We had a Lafayette, we had an Olson, of course we had a Radio Shack, and we had Leaders was another one in this area that carried electronics, and we even had Amateur Electronic Supply, which was mainly equipment for amateur radio operators. But of course, if you were a scanner enthusiast or a shortwave listener, it was a great place to get radios and connectors and cables and stuff like that. Well, they're gone from this area. There is still, I think, I could be wrong. There was one left in Orlando, and I think they closed within the past year. So they're gone. There's still some other ones left, but they're mail order. One of them is Gigaparts, which is a pretty big company. And then there's the Universal Radio Company that I talked about 3 or 4 shows ago. They're still available, but nothing local. With Radio Shack closing, about the only thing there was left is Worst Buy. I call it Worst Buy because I've had some bad experiences with them. And I haven't been back in their store since that experience was, 6 years ago. Anyway, it looks like this could be the end of Radio Shack as we know it. It's really sad. I hate to see them go. Even in their limited stores they have now with their mostly cell phone equipment and accessories, they still had some stuff. They still had like resistors and capacitors and connectors, but I guess may not be anymore. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you that update. Hopefully it's not going to happen. Hopefully they will find some way of surviving and keeping the 2 stores in my area open. Anyway, if you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye-bye.